On June 1st, most people don't know this. Come June 1st, there's no contracts with Culinary in the hotels.
Hold on, cut.
All right, so it's hard to believe that, what, 3-4 years after the COVID pandemic started, we're still putting Vegas at risk. And as a matter of fact, this property, as well as all the Caesars properties and the Wynn properties here in town, are within 30 days of having a complete worker strike that will completely change how you enjoy Vegas this summer. Yeah, it actually goes back to a COVID era thing, so we're gonna explain the culinary side, the hotel side, how complicated it is, and we're gonna see some of this amazing scenery. My name is Steven, I'm not leaving Las Vegas. Let's go tour around Vegas on a beautiful Sunday, April the 30th. Are you ready for this? 1, 2, 3, and action. What's your name?
CJ.
CJ, nice to meet you. You're a professional photographer. You want to be on my video blog? Just say the name of your company.
My name is CJ Dupre. They call me Spicy Mayo.
Okay.
You can find me on Snapper. You can find me on Getty at /CJ the photographer.
Very cool.
Nephew to NBA legend Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, cousin to Stephen Colbert.
I'm doing a video about how come June 1st there's no contracts with Culinary in the hotels. Do you think that's going to end up with a work strike, or do you think they're going to come to terms?
Hold on. Cut. Do me a favor. 3, 2, 1. Your zipper is done, then, bro.
That's cool. It doesn't matter because nobody can see that, but I'll put it up.
Okay.
I'll put it up in a minute. Shut down or no shutdown?
That's up to the employees to decide. Whatever they decide, I back them up.
Be a politician, man. All right, thanks.
Thank you. Take care.
Yeah, my zipper is down, he said. I should put that up. So that's a photographer out here in Vegas. He says, nah, they're gonna come to terms. There's no way they're gonna shut stuff down. So this is gonna be one of those videos where I do like 5 takes of everything because it's so complex. Why were we asking that photographer, do I think there's gonna be a strike on the Strip on June 1st? Which is like, by the time you're watching this, less than a month away. Well, that's because on June 1st, the collective bargaining agreement, that's the deal that the casinos, including all the casino properties at the MGM Resorts International, the Wynn, and the Caesars properties have. And all the people that work and service your room or serve you drinks or food or work in a number of jobs, up to 60,000 of them, come June 1st, that collective bargaining agreement expires. But what's most bizarre about this, that we'll explain in a second, is that it actually comes back to COVID regulations and emergency declarations by a governor that's no longer even in office. That is the critical component for the Culinary Union. So Culinary is willing to risk it all and go right to the wire with this, while the resorts are over here saying another set of things. All right, so you may or may not remember this, but during the COVID shutdown, a few things changed in Vegas. One of the things that changed heavily was how rooms were going to be cleaned. At the beginning of the shutdown, nobody really realized that COVID-19 is aerosolized, and I'm sure you can get it from surfaces, and I'm not a doctor, and this isn't medical advice and all that YouTube business out of the way. But because of this, Steve Sisolak, our former governor, and the Nevada State Legislature passed a special rule. So this special law called SB4 was passed to basically protect companies as they were going to try to reopen for business. They didn't want to have frivolous lawsuits hitting up hotel companies and small businesses like restaurants. They didn't want somebody getting COVID and then blaming the company and saying they didn't try enough to keep them safe. And because of this, in counties and places with over 100,000 residents, which was only Washoe County and Clark County where Vegas sits, a rule was made that the hotel business would be mandated to clean every single hotel room every single day. Now, this was good for the Culinary Union because they were concerned that with visitorship down so much and no international tourism allowed, the casino operators would not be hiring employees back. But this kind of guaranteed that they would have to hire employees back to do all of the heavy lifting of cleaning every room every single day. This meant that even if you wanted to sleep in and you really didn't want room service, you were going to have a knock on the door because that was the law of the state. And to this very day, the very same law actually exists. now flash forward to modern day with the new legislature and a new governor. A bill was proposed to end that provision that said that all of the rooms needed to be cleaned every single day. Now, the resorts like this bill because it means that they can finally control their guest experience, and they can actually maybe cut down if they don't need a room service on a room because somebody's decided that they want to sleep in that day. On the other hand, the Culinary Union, they don't really like this very much, and they're crying foul. And they're claiming that this is a setup by the resort companies who are greedy and admittedly posting bigger profits than they've ever posted. And the pushback is that when the collective bargaining agreement comes to pass on June 1st, yeah, it's not going to be pretty. It's going to mean a strike. They use the words codify this into law, meaning that they want new laws that are permanent on the books to be written that requires, just as it has been since the COVID reopening, rooms to be cleaned every single day. Their reasonings are kind of bizarre to me, but you can tell me, and when you hear them in a minute, try not to rage on your keyboard, some of you, either way. And the casinos have some reasons too. Let's explore those next. All right, so before we get to the culinaries, hi, how are you?
Unbelievable.
I met you before, right?
No, I'm Marquita from Oklahoma.
You're Marquita from Oklahoma? Hi.
Hello.
Can you be on my video? I want to do it's not a live
I
stream.
watch your videos. I can't believe you grew your hair out.
I did grow my hair out, yeah.
Wow.
That is so cool. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm here. I've got a cousin, my next door neighbor, best friend,
Hi.
my daughter.
Hopefully I'm getting everybody. I can't see my camera.
It was 69,000 people.
Something like that, yeah, thank
You know,
you.
you look younger in person.
Well, that's a big compliment,
yeah,
thank
that
you.
is. And I probably look older. But
If you
that's
said, you
okay.
know, you look like garbage, I'd say, oh, well,
Oh, no,
thanks.
No, thank you.
Do you think they're going to get to striking, or it's all the properties? Do you think they're going to strike, or do you think that they're just going to make friendly at the end?
Oh, I don't know. They might make friendly. They probably make friendly. I don't know. They might strike. I remember years ago when they were constantly striking at the frontier.
They were 7 years worth of strikes.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Every time you came.
Thank you, and thank you for watching.
Oh, well, you're welcome, and what a surprise.
That's awesome. All right, so no lie, I completely lost my train of thought. There's always somebody on the strip whose mama didn't hug him enough and daddy didn't pat him on the back. I completely lost my train of thought. I always love meeting subscribers. If you're out here and you see me, please stop me. Say hello to me. Maybe I'll ask you to be on my camera. Either way, the reasons that the resorts are giving are quite valid. They're saying that, of course, they're going to clean rooms more than once. If you want them to do it every day, just ask. They've always done that kind of stuff. The resorts are also arguing that it takes a lot of resources because under the law, they have to clean the room, use consumables that are not great for the environment, and wash all of the linens every single time they do so, every single day. So the casinos are claiming that they will do your room every day, just ask, like before, and then at the same time, it's bad for the environment what they're doing, and it's hard on human resources. And they're also saying that they have over 200 positions that are open right now in those departments at MGM, and they just simply can't fill them. So the argument from the casino is simple. Give the freedom back to the people who are staying in Vegas. If they want their room done every day, let them ask. And why are we even cleaning these rooms on the surfaces? They are arguing that COVID is airborne, which we all know it is. Who knows if that's the case? 100%. I'm not a doctor, this is not medical advice. Don't listen to YouTubers for medical advice. Okay, so that's good. Derek Darby. Hey Derek, how's it going?
Hello.
Hey, Derek, my gimbal's acting drunk. So you watch me on YouTube, you're a Patreon.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Derek, you're a professional poker player?
Part-time,
Part-time.
We'll say.
So you come here a lot, right?
I do.
Okay, we're doing a video on whether or not we think that the unions and the hotel operators will come to a deal or if they're gonna have a strike on June 1st. What do you think, man, with all your experience?
Well, I'm going to say they're probably going to strike. You're going to have some on either side of the fence. Of course, the casinos are going to want one thing, then you got you know, the law's going to want another. So
That's true. Well, we'll pray for the best, right? Thanks for watching me on YouTube, man. I appreciate you very much. As the Bellagio music starts, I just want to ask you guys to subscribe. My phone is overheated 3 times out here. It's been very annoying, but I'll always go to the end for you guys to do a video. It's windy. I'm surprised the Bellagio is going. While you're at it, check out our Patreon. I just met one of our Patreon folks. He's amazing. You'll see them at the end of this video. And here we go, Copyright City. Let's watch the fountain show for half a second, okay? Okay, so what about the culinary side of things? Why do they think it's so important to make sure that every single room in the city is cleaned once a day? Well, first of all, it does come down to a good reason. That would be the money reason. They want to make sure that their people aren't getting laid off by the big casino companies who are posting more profits than ever before. As a matter of fact, the head of Culinary, a man named Papa Giorgio, I think. I'm not joking. I'll put it up on the screen. I have notes on my iPad, but I'm walking as I talk. He said that as a fact, the city employed, as a service industry, casinos, 148,800 people in 1994, and only 148,400 now. I guess he's not accounting for the fact that back in 1994, people were running coins to and from, and there wasn't even any amount of automation compared to what there is today. But he's claiming that that is irrefutable proof that casino companies love downsizing. Remember, MGM Resorts is saying they have 200 positions to open, and the owners of the Sahara, they say that they actually have to close entire floors of their hotel because they don't have cleaning staff, and they're still hiring, trying to fix that problem. And after that, it just kind of goes off the rails. They say that most people working in the service industry are people of color, and that they put themselves into danger when they have to clean rooms by themselves. So we have to have more than one person working, which I guess could be true. And then it comes down to the most strangest thing I've ever heard, which is the fact that they say that the cleaning staff is keeping you safe from another incident like we had at Mandalay Bay. You know, the incident with the thing I can't talk about, starts with a G, the thing that changed Vegas forever and destroyed 60 people's lives. Yeah. He's saying that going into rooms every day is good because we can sort those people out, and that their people are always on the look and being vigilant for another incident like that. All right, well, the wind is kicking up. I'm surprised the Bellagio fountains even went off. Usually they don't when it's windy, just so you know. And I guess at the end of it all, we're just gonna have to wait till June 1st to see if there's anybody staffing up these hotels. That's the big question. We asked a couple of people here. Nobody seems to really know. The Culinary has a good point. Casinos love to make lots of money, but the casinos say that, you know, essentially they'd be shooting themselves in the foot not to staff up, and they have been trying to do just that. Culinary also has some fringe reasons, which we got into. Tell me what you think about those in the comments below. This video has been quite the challenge. We're getting into the hot season in Vegas. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you dropped us a subscription if you want more videos like this, analysis, things that you need to know from a different perspective. And check out our Patreon while you're at it. You can support us and get extra content, and it goes a long way. I love you guys so much for watching. I really know that without you, I am nothing. My wife and I have no video channel. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Caroline, for being you. I love you, honey. Be safe out there. See you when you get home later on this summer. And that's the time of the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click. Are you ready? Here we go. We look at the camera and we go 3, 2, 1, and click.